crooked camera. There we go. Welcome, everybody. How are we doing? How are we doing? I love you guys. All right. Forgot the coffee. But high on life. High on life. High on that energy that was coming in over the past week. Are you noticing it? Are you feeling it? Are you seeing the shifts, my family? Ooh, if you're not seeing the shifts, I think you haven't been looking. Because the miracles are happening more and more every day. It gets me more and more excited every day. We're going to get right on into the Galactic update, etymology update, whatever you want to call it. Learning to speak more upper dimensionally, eloquently, however you'd say it. Yeah, I have too much to share in the hour of the extended reading on Patreon, but I'm going to get to as much of the etymology stuff I can here, because there'll be more of that over there as well, if you want to come join us. The safe space, zero filter, talking about how to actually do magic. You know how we do. Or maybe you don't. Anyways, Alexander Zone, live from Sedona, Arizona, Galactic Tarot. Welcome, everybody. We're here. We're doing this. So this is lit. Recently, just to give a little teeny tiny tidbit, in the further quest of the hero's journey and healing my own soul, made it to San Diego, just to share a little bit of that. Just being 1,111% transparent. When there was shenanigans going on in my father's life, he grabbed my nana and ran to San Diego with his mother. So there were things to heal there. There were things wrapped up, and what was there. So I went to the house from 58 years ago. I went to where he lived, where him and my nana went, where they were living, went to the exact spot. I see this little precious, I think he looked Vietnamese. But I see this little window with this little Asian man's face in it. And I don't know why, but the Rhode Island accent came out like a mofo. And I was like, my father lived here 58 years ago. And I was like, oh God, no. But yeah, this had to be healed, because what took place there was my own reflection, which I'm going to go way more into this, like I said, on Patreon. But my own reflection of this whole like Eris, god of war, and Zeus thing. You know, Zeus being the one that was hidden to come back and destroy the father later. So how that's been reflecting and showing up in my own life, in my own family, in my own blood, in my own DNA. And as we say almost every week, if you're the most powerful person in your family, it is up to you, no pressure involved. It's up to you to heal the karma, the trauma, the bloodline, all of it. It's up to you as the wizard or wizardess of your family to get this stuff done. So I went there and did that. And while I'm in San Diego, I see this guy taller than me, just big muscles. This big guy, he's like 6'4". And I'm watching him walk towards me. He's so deflated, and he's like, I had my yearly meeting with my director, and my third eye's been on for over a decade. He says director, and I just see this like little weasel. No offense, I have unconditional love for the weasel, but let's keep it over there. And when he said this word director, I was like, oof. I go, there's something there. So I start to rip apart these words. I start to rip apart this word of director, which doesn't feel very good, does it? And this is fascinating to me, because I've been like working on this. So follow the DI, my family, because the DI is clearly connected to Dionysus. The DI is clearly connected to the two, because when we have the DI, we have this coming from Greek, meaning both. And where's Dionysus? Greece. The white snake, the black snake. I'm not going to change my logo, but all this information is starting to make me look at the Crystal Current logo like, ooh, what do I do? Anyways, the white snake and the black snake, the two. So when we talk about the two, when we talk about the director or the direction, as we all say on the day-to-day, like we have to get rid of this word, direction, direct, to direct. Okay, so what is this saying? Di meaning two, but meaning both. And rect actually means ruler, like the rector. What is the rector? The rector is the priest who's in charge of the church. It is the librarian who's in charge of all the books. When we have this word rector, where that comes from, because that goes even further back. Rect means the ruler. Rect means to rule. So the two rulers, that's interesting. As many of us live in these countries or these places where there's supposed to be separation of church and state, and we can clearly see in these words that we are saying to ourselves and we are saying to each other that there are only two directions, when we know there are more than two directions, and we know that we've escaped and transcended and transmuted this duality matrix that we're no longer in, my family. Let's gently caress and make love to the like button, by the way. He's going to be here going forward. He just does this because he loves doing it. Anyways, these two directions, when they are not two directions, there is not just the direction of the monarchy and the direction of the church all sitting here as this, they're separate. And this whole, these snakes, plain and simple, these snakes, these serpents hiding in plain sight, as the time frame of what was going on that day. Because what was going on that day, so that was the 7th. I didn't know what was going on. I don't really watch the news. But to see what happened on the 8th, 9 being an ending in numerology, and then 8 being something that represents the snake, the serpent, the dragon, the spider, if you will. So this day of an ending of this reptile, an ending of these snakes. Like I said, my family, I hope you're paying attention to the miracles here. But if you look at these words that start with DI, there's much more information I get to and want to share with you, because it's a lot of words. It's a lot. Like even just one little one I'll touch with a tidbit of, and I'm going to go more into detail with this on the Patreon. But discern. Finding the CERN as well, the CERN actually comes from the kernel, because the kernel was something that was related to the brain. As you look back and you look at the etymology, if you just type in CERN or that, which is also this, the cerebral, like this connection to the mind and the seer, discernment, and looking at this stuff, especially since what we were talking about last week with all those words. Yeah. So you see your Groot? Say hello, Groot. He's waving. He's in the bush. Groot's in the bush. Can we pop up another camera? Can we get this going? So yes, my family. I don't know if it's trirection or we just need another word entirely. The starseed lineages that we came from mastered and worked on communicating non-verbally, because many of you know this. Many of you have had this happen before, that you see something in your mind's eye in your dream time, or there's something that you're explaining to a lover, a loved one, whatever, a best friend, and you're explaining something, but as you explain it, you feel like you're deteriorating it. You feel like you're making it uglier, and you feel like no matter how many words you share and however many words you use to describe this beautiful thing, you're like, I should just stop. As I say these words, I'm like ruining this, plain and simple. So that is a little bit, the slightest tidbit of an address that I can attempt to send you to see what I'm referring to with these words, and how when we tighten the spell, when we remove these manipulative forces from the spell that we're casting every single time we speak, We will continue to get stronger and stronger, my family. There will continue to be more power for all. This is not this old way of, for me to get stronger, I need to topple you, and so on and so forth. This is how we all build each other up and keep moving forward. Telepathy would work so much better. Hey, telepathy! Hey, telepathy! Thank you, Linda Lee. She's so right. If you know this song, you're probably old. Hey, telepathy! 40. Hey, telepathy! Tomorrow we can ride around this town and let Cabal chase us around. People always leave when I sing. Bye-bye! I guess you don't want to have a good time. He's having too much fun. I better get out of here. Let's do this. Tomorrow we can fly around this town. Let Cabal chase us around. Good luck! What not, what not. Okay. Corey! My sister, brother, my brother, sister. Love you, bro. Love all you guys. Where you watching from? Catherine can hear it today. That's because I'm bumping. Hey, telepathy! Oh God, that's good. I might have to actually remix that. I like that. Tomorrow we can pass around this crown and let Cabal chase us around. Oh God. Weekly quantum reading for my family, for all of us, self included. Did you see how last week's reading kind of just happened in the reality? Okay, and there we go. The camera's up. Ba-boom. 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 All right, what do we got? Oh, look at that. That card's back. Alrighty. Alrighty. Okay. All right, let's do this. Okay, right here we got your cards for tomorrow, Sunday, all of Monday and halfway through Tuesday. So what we're seeing in the physical is multidimensionality, us having the ability to have multidimensional aspects, to be in a multidimensional time frame. Lack of time here. Time not really existing. So this card has recently... I don't know if I could do this song right now. Sherry, if you're watching right now, I put this song on this playlist for you. The interpretation of this card has recently changed for me. When Connie taught me the cards, this said, do unto others as we want done unto ourselves. And it was about making a choice, as you can see here. We see these two people. One of them looks like they got a good deal. One of them looks like they're sad because they got robbed or something like that. But recently, a different interpretation came in with this card, which was, with great power comes responsibility. With great power comes responsibility. So with this card, responsibility, the ability to respond, my family. With this card being right here, it's saying we have multidimensionality. So how are we using it? What is it that we're doing with our superpowers? Plain and simple. Because many times I find myself doing this. I see all of you lovely, awesome people doing it. more often than I'd like to see it. You have a skill set, I have a skill set, we have a skill set, and we look at our own mind's eye. We look at our own gift as if everybody has this. Well, if I have it, then everybody has it. And yes, that is true. But sometimes people haven't done the work and hacked their way out of the trauma that you've hacked your way out of. So they're not in touch with some of this magic. They're not in touch with some of these aspects and some of these things. So it's actually very disempowering to the self and to the growth of humanity to say, I'm in this place, so everybody's here. Like, no, like, I'm sorry, the person bagging your groceries, like, no offense to them, is not doing what some of these very powerful wizards and goddesses and gods are doing across the face of the planet. It's a journey, and as we're on this journey, there's certain things we have to do. You have a certain set of skills, Johnny. Yes. So now that we've gotten through that, we see some sort of offering. We see this offering of what are we doing with our power? Because, that's one of my favorite lines from all the Marvel movies. I think it's Civil War, when Spider-Man says, when bad things happen and you have the ability to stop them, they happen because of you. And I agree with that 1,000,000%. So that's right here. If you have multidimensionality, which you do if you're watching this video, and you're not using that for the benefit of humanity, then this, I don't know, I have no words. So anyways, moving on. Excellent stuff. The house on the hill. The house on the hill in the physical, and seeing this card that represents happiness, the eternal happiness, the baby, the new thing, and what's taking place here. My focus is really on this little snail right here. I don't even know if you guys can even see that from so far away. For years, almost a decade of doing the tarot, I never noticed this snail here. I don't know if it was a Mandela effect itself or what that is. But all of a sudden, I'm like seeing this, and now it's like, boom, it's glowing for me right now. So for some, this journey to abundance, this journey to power and self-discovery and self-empowerment is taking too long. But if you look at the reality, if you look at your life, no, it isn't. No, it isn't. Look at how much has happened in just the time that you've been doing this work, that you've gone through your dark night of the soul and hacked your way out of this. So what Spirit's letting us know would be the most empowering thing that we all can do this week, moving on from there. So now we've gone through halfway through Thursday, all of Friday and all of Saturday. Shows us meditating. What are we meditating upon? So maybe getting out in nature. Once again, this card can represent Odin. And who is Odin? Odin's basically representing that Zeus force. Once again, just in a different name and a different representation. So we're seeing this card that says get out into nature. Something maybe requiring alone time, but meditation for sure. And meditating upon what? If this one represents the finer things in life, and then this card is representing crying over spilled milk, but it's in a spiritual place. This might be the message that you needed to stop looking at the reality as things aren't going fast enough. There's still so much to do, but this is still happening. We have to just hope and trust and manifest as a family, as a collective, that this is all going this way and things are continuing to get better and better. That's one of the most powerful spells I located was universe, original creator of my soul. You're doing a great job with all this. You're doing a great job with my life. I want this or better. When we cast a spell in a manner that there is nothing that goes back, there's nothing that goes down, everything just continues to escalate forward and or up, or the combination of those two, that's all that can manifest, because that is the spell. We're taught how to spell. So let's teach ourselves, and all of us work together to cast a more eloquent spell, a spell that is going to make sure that humanity ascends faster rather than slower. And this mental state, it's going to happen either way. Like these cards are all saying it's going to happen either way. It's like I mean, removing this card, this reading is completely just flawless here. And this isn't a bad card. This is just like, stop crying over spilled milk. Stop looking at the glass like it's half full. Stop looking at the glass like it's half empty. Stop looking at either, because it's like, do you have a glass? Like, that's what I like to tell people. Whether you say, is the glass half full or half empty? It's like, do you have a glass? Because like somewhere in the world, somewhere in the universe, there's somebody that doesn't have a glass. They had one glass and it's just shattered. So being grateful for whatever is going on. And asking yourself, why is this happening? This is happening for self-betterment. This is happening so I can heal. This is happening so I can locate trauma that might not even be located in this lifetime. And for me to do this and reach this level of power and to hold this light for others to see that it's possible, my family, this is what was asked of you. This is why we came here to do this together as this family and skip into the sunset underneath the rainbow towards the dolphins jumping over whales, doing backflips and just pooping rainbows. Pooping rainbows, my family. A message from other dimensional versions. We have the body, the physical. We have the mind, the heart, to know something by heart. And we have the soul right here, this coin that's floating. So Spirit is asking you, are you doing everything that's required of you? Are you every day remembering to do something for your mind, for your body, for your soul? And if you are having an excuse that we are casting, that we don't have the time to do this, then stop doing that. That's all. Oh. Oh, yeah, I shouldn't pick these up. We're doing extended reading. We'll leave those right there, patrons. What time do I have? 1:34. He's going to go make a golden god shake. Green Willow! Okay, who else? Becca, who's here? I just freaking love you guys. We got Organic Intelligence. We got Veronique. Lynette. Okay, Resurrection Phoenix. Queen is here. Is that Queen? Queen! 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 Where's my godson, Queen? Linda Lee. Linda Lee. Who else? Let's see. I'm just going to give a big shout out, shout up to my family that's here. Sherry. Who's here? Who's here? Who else? Sherry's right there. There you are. But Sherry, baby! Catherine! Johnny, welcome. Jennifer, everybody. Oh, if I don't say your name, we got Kylan. How am I? What do you think? Tremendous, my family. We got Josie. We got Aquarian. Who else is here? Carol. Sherry, you are here. Always hiding out. Gotta watch her. Lisa. Owen. Denise. We got Melissa Morningstar. Ooh, the Morningstar. Oh, that is a word that is very loaded. We got Helen. We got Cindy Lou. We got Melody. Look at everybody's here today. Stacy. If I missed your name, like I said, I freaking love you guys so much. There's a lot of people in here. Thank you for being here. Come see the family. SedonaStarseed.com. Check out crystalcurrent.com. There might be a deal going on there. I'm not really sure, but I am. And galactictarot.com is not only where you can book a session, but it's also the patron link. If you go to patreon.com, become a patron to see the extended version of this, where we go live for an hour. And, we really talk about how to cast magic. And today we'll be talking about light bending and what you can do with light bending and how you can just right through a dimension. Has he said too much already? Maybe not. I freaking love you guys so much. I'll see you so soon. Cheers, my family. I love you. Continue thriving. And from the bottom, top, front, back, throughout all of my hearts, throughout time and space, I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. I'll see you very soon. The 15th is right around the corner. Love and romance readings. Subscribe, do the things, jingle the bells. Ring my bell, family. I love you.